Hey guys, welcome back to Dirt and Pavement, and today we're going to be flow testing some fuel injectors I have. So these right here are decapped Chevy, I think I remember LS3 or LS4 fuel injectors. And they're just a budget turbo injector for my boosted Acura Integra. This got put on hiatus because, long story short, I cracked a ringland running it really lean. So that was my fault. And I actually haven't even put these injectors in this car yet. We still have the stock 240cc Honda injectors in them. I blew it up. It was my fault. I'm an idiot, but I digress. Anyways, so we're going to be flow testing these injectors, and instead of taking them to an injector place and getting them flowed professionally, I kind of made my own stand here. And so the thing about these injectors is these came out of an LS3, so their flows ain't exactly guaranteed. When I looked online, they should be around the 750 to 1000 cc range, decapped. Not quite sure if that's 100% accurate. I'm going to try and get a scientific measurement of it today, but we'll just get what we can. So right now I have them in there, and this is just the fuel rail off of the V8. I have the other injectors in here, and I already flow tested these. These are bad and they leak, hence why I have that one wrapped up, and this one's catching it in this old Campbell's can that I actually use the exhaust cap for my 504 tractor, but I digress. So these are just plugs, and these right here are actually hooked up to my jump pack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build pressure using my car because I don't have a pump. I have it hooked up to the fuel return right here, and what I do is I prime the system by touching the terminal on the battery. So it will feed fuel pressure to the injectors through the return and then into the actual injectors themselves. And I do have adapters on them, and I will drop them in the link below. I got them from huntertune.com. He's the one I got this inspiration from, and it's really cool. But anyways, so these budget injectors are then hooked up through these adapters and then hooked up to my jump pack. Now what happened was I had a parts harness, because I'm blessed to have one, and all I did was just cut it off and wire them all together to this jump pack. Now I will say, atomized ethanol in the air next to open wires in a jump pack, pretty redneck. Don't do what I'm doing, folks, in an enclosed space. So you can give me all the grief you want to in the comments below, but this was free, so I don't care. But I digress. Listen to the injectors click over here. So as you can hear there, they're switching over. So what I'm going to do here is first do a leak test. So I'm just going to prime the system a little bit. This should be roughly 44 psi. I have a Walbro 255. And it is hooked up to the regulator, so it should be regulated to the 44 psi realm. So it did prime a little bit there, and then the injectors that are leaking, as you could tell, are leaking, but none of these injectors that are actually in my test tubes are dripping. Also, I got these tubes for like $1/4 a piece on eBay, so if you want to pick up a set yourself, highly advise doing it. But I digress. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to energize the injectors, and then it's going to spit some out because it's pressurized. And here we'll be able to flow test. Now my readings are going to be a little bit off because, well, the system is already pre-primed. Looks like this guy isn't injecting for some reason, but we're just going to ignore that. Anyways, we'll flow it here. Alrighty. Now there's some air in the system, so I have to purge this a few times, but as you can tell, we have a pretty consistent flow rate. Also, would you please shut up? I think I unplugged this, and that's why it's not injecting, because that was working the other day. But yeah, as you can tell, we have a pretty consistent flow rate around the 130 realm. And again, these aren't quite sitting level 2. They're sitting at angles on jack stands. Very redneck, but free here at Dirt and Pavement. And that's how I flow test my injectors. And sometimes you got to flush them a little bit, because when I first got these injectors, they sat in the junkyard for Lord knows how long, and they were all leaking and flowing weird. But after I flushed them out a little bit, they came around. Now, one thing a lot of people will complain about on these, about decapped injectors, is they don't have a good spray pattern. It's more of like a jet nozzle versus an actual nice atomized spray. And yes, that is definitely going to affect your fuel economy and isn't as good for direct injected engines. However, the nice thing about these Hondas These are port injected engines, so that fuel stream isn't going directly onto the cylinder. It's going in there, it's splatting against the intake valve, and it's getting atomized better. Now, is it going to be as good as, let's say, an actual Honda injector? Oh, I forgot where I left my spare Honda injectors. No, it's not. The Honda injectors and just a regular injector on the end has a little block off on the end, for lack of better words, with drilled holes that better help in atomization. Like when you put your thumb over a garden hose and it makes it more of a spray and less of a straight shot, for lack of better words. This will definitely not give you as good of atomization, but you will not wash your cylinders out. Maybe definitely faster than you would with the stock injectors, but I really wouldn't be that worried. People have been doing this since the 90s, and this is an Acura Integra. This isn't a Cadillac. I mean, the quarter panel's literally being held together by license plates, so how can you complain? But again, that's how I flow test my injectors. I'm gonna I'm gonna demonstrate again to you guys just how I do this. I didn't really need to make a video on this, but I kind of wanted to show the world my ingenious redneck ingenuity here. So maybe if someone else wants to go out there and totally not copy this for liability reasons, you totally cannot do it. But that's what I did. Sometimes you just gotta look around and work with what you got. Yep, as I suspected, this injector just wasn't plugged in all the way, so it should inject now. But let me just set you guys up here so you can actually see how this works. Now as you're watching this, take note of the injector stream so you know what I mean. It is definitely more of a straight shot than an atomizing spray, but again, I'm not worried about it because this is a port injected engine, and two, people have been doing this forever, and not just on Hondas, on all sorts of makes and builds. I'm not saying it's the right way to do it, but it's worked for folks, and it's gonna work for me. Oh, and not that it matters, but this is the 85. Alrighty, energizing the injectors. Now spraying. Now here are the results. This injector right here is right around, I don't know if it'll focus, the 230 realm. Next injector around the 230 realm. Next injector right around the 230 realm. And this last injector actually flows a little bit more. It's about, a few more milliliters. I'd say more around the 240, 238 realm. Now I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the give or take specs. Sorry, I messed the shot up there. I don't know the give or take specs, the leniency, for lack of better words, especially considering this is kind of a redneck backwoods way of going about it. But this is the way I'm injector testing and flowing. And so far, it's actually been working pretty good. So yeah, I hope this video helps you guys out. I'll drop some useful information in the comments below. This is how I'm doing it. You don't have to do it this way. You can actually bought, tested, decapped injectors for honestly the price I bought these at. I just like being a DIYer. So yeah, that's the way I did it. Yeah, I hope this video helps you guys out. Drop in the comments below if it did help you out. Hit a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I like making boosted Honda content, racing content, as well as farm content because I'm one of those weird oddballs, but I digress. Or drop in the comments below how much of a terrible person I am for spreading this misinformation around. Another thing I like to do here is I do like to do a leak test on these injectors. So right now, I actually don't have the beakers underneath them, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna prime the system a little bit. I did just flow them, so they might be dripping a little bit from that, but I'll just give it a couple primes, but not super high pressure because otherwise it's gonna get really high. I audibly listen to the pump, and as soon as it sounds like it's starting to really build a lot of pressure, I stop because that's not a regular operating pressure for these anyways. And as you can tell, there's no leak by on these injectors whatsoever, so they pass the drip test. Now the bad injectors, on the other hand, that doesn't pass the drip test and will probably burn my shop down, but honestly it's worth it for a YouTube video. And please don't take any engine building advice from me because, well, that's enough for me to tell you. And don't forget, burn your ethanol rags. I don't trust that sitting around the shop.